So you're thinking about getting a Note 9, huh? Well, that's an excellent choice. I'm gonna go over some points with you. Pluses, the minuses, the specs, the whole 9 yards. Excuse the pun. Let's get started with some specs.
Fences humming through the night while I'm confessing that I am whatever you say I am. It makes no difference to me if you won't shake my hand. I got my freedom of speech and I will make my stand. I won't never take a seat to please the mainstream plan.
I'm gonna read off my sheet here so that I don't misspeak. We have a 4,000 milliamp battery, 128 gigabyte storage or 512 gigabyte storage, cutting edge processor, water carbon cooling system, wireless charging, 6 gigabytes of RAM in the 128 gigabyte storage one, or 8 gigabytes of RAM in the 512 gigabyte storage one, expandable storage up to a terabyte. So you can put enough storage in the 512 gigabyte one to make your phone hold a terabyte worth of stuff. That's a lot. AKG stereo speaker enhanced by Dolby Atmos, IP68 water resistance rating, knock security, face recognition and fingerprint scanner, and iris scanner. The camera has dual aperture lens, dual camera, 2x optical zoom, telephoto and wide angle lens, live focus, stabilization, 20 modes that automatically recognize what you're taking a photo of, flaw detection, which is super cool, super freaking slow-mo. Now that is an awesome feature on the phone. And it has that stupid AR emoji thing. Some people like that. Also, the S Pen is amazing. It's a remote control. This is the Note 9 box. It is a black box, and for the blue version it comes with a yellow pen on the front and with a little blue tip on the top. And for the pink version it comes with this beautiful pink pen on it. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. The material feels very nice. It's high quality. It's in a sleeve, so when you open it up, you see the Samsung logo, and that's imprinted on there. So you can feel it. It's really awesome. Very luxury box. Yeah, I'm gonna do a full, like, what's in the box in a second, too. I'm doing this with our demo box, so it's missing something, but I'm still gonna try to do this and make it look as good as possible. So we've got the Note 9 box. Pretty super cool. Let's open up this bad boy and see what's inside. Okay, so when you first open the box, you'll see some stickers for returning it to the manufacturer if it's faulty or something. You see this beautiful box here. It's got Note 9. It's not indented. It's just looks really cool. Inside of this, you have all of your paperwork and stuff like that. I'm not going to take that apart. This is where the phone would sit, and then underneath that you have your charger, your fast charger, and your little USB connector. That thing is a lifesaver. It can transfer stuff from other phones lightning fast. What you do is you plug the USB in that side, and then you plug this side into your phone, and then you have the cord going into the other phone, and then it just transfers as a wired transfer through Samsung Smart Switch and transfers from another phone to your phone. It's got the cord in here, which is a USB Type-C. So that's what it looks like. It doesn't look like the micro USB. It's all rounded and equal. So I think that's super cool. And then you also have in here little tools for, like, if you open it up, and it's got some extra tips for your S Pen. That's what those white things are. I've never really been sure what the little clampy thing is. If somebody could leave in the comments what that's for. What the box is missing, because it's our demo box and somebody probably used it for store use because we never have headphones to use when we're doing training videos, is it doesn't have the awesome AKG headphones in here. But the headphones are super cool. They sell on Amazon for like $100. Just by themselves, brand new out of the box. And it comes with little squishy ear things of different sizes so that you can change which size you have on there. If you have small ears, there's small ones. Medium ears, medium-sized ones. And then the big ones come on it. So that is what is in your Galaxy Note 9 box. Now let's talk about that battery for a minute. It is the largest battery that Samsung has on the market right now. 4,000 megaamps. That is massive. And it's got a water carbon cooling system built in so that it doesn't pull a Note 7 on you. Yeah. I have totally power used my phone since I got it, and it stays cool when I'm gaming. It stays cool when I have tons of apps open. I can flip through stuff super fast. Never heats up, never gives me any problems. The thing lasts all day long despite how much I use it. It's crazy. And all through it all, it stays cool as a cucumber. And with 128 to 512 gigabytes of storage, you have tons of space on it to store everything that you want. It's great for storing games and apps and selfies and pictures of your cat, whatever. You can store everything on there. You can store your movies, you can store your music, you can have your entire library of entertainment right on your device. But wait, there's more. It's expandable, so you can store even more stuff on your phone. You can have full-length HD movies on your phone. And the best thing is that your phone has the kind of resolution that'll be able to show that. So you can watch in HD while storing it in HD on your massive storage phone. Isn't that awesome? Now let's talk about the camera, another epic feature of this phone. It's got a dual lens and it can do selective focus, which means that the subject in the foreground is clear and the background is blurry. It also has super accurate sensors, so when it's too bright in the room, it darkens it a little bit to keep the colors clear, and when it's too dark in the room, it brightens it a little bit to keep the colors clear. So you're always getting a professional looking, beautiful shot. You also get a 2x optical zoom, so when you want to zoom in on something, it stays clear. You know how when you were taking pictures before on your old camera and you would zoom in, like you would, pinch on the screen to zoom in, and it would zoom in on the subject, and then you'd look at the photo later and it'd be a nice photo, but then when you'd zoom in on the photo you would see that you can't really see the details of the subject in the photo very clearly. Well, with the 2x optical zoom, you just click a little button and it takes the picture and it is totally clear. Like if you're taking a picture of, say, a bearded dragon, you can see all the scales on the bearded dragon just as clearly as if you would have taken it from holding the camera at a normal zoom length way up in that bearded dragon's face. So you don't harass your animals and you still get the brilliant, vibrant, clear photo that you want that isn't grainy and doesn't have any issues with clarity or color. Everything just turns out super awesome. It also has a sensor in it So it can literally sense what you're taking a picture of. From food to pets to people, there'll be a little icon in the bottom of your screen, and it'll show like a silhouette of a person's face, or it'll show a little dog face, or it'll show a fork and a sandwich or something like that, or it'll show a T for text. So it automatically knows what you're taking a picture of, and it captures that picture and keeps it true to life. So it enhances the colors of that photo. Like if you're taking a picture of your lunch, it'll automatically know that it's a picture of your lunch, and it'll optimize it for food. So it'll make your burger look even more succulent, or it'll make your green beans look even greener. If you're taking a picture of a cat, it'll let the light shine off of the hair a little bit more so that you can see just how fluffy and fuzzy it is, so that you just want to pick it up and squeeze it and cuddle it, you know? You get the most vibrant, true-to-life photos that way. And it's super easy and super smart that it does that. Now let's talk about some of the creepier aspects of the camera. It's got something called Bixby Vision, which, I mean, it sounds kind of cool at first. Like, it's this robot in your phone, and if you take a picture of a street sign or a chapel or something like that, then Bixby Vision will tell you where exactly that thing is located so that you know exactly where you are. Sounds like it would come in handy if you're sightseeing and you're lost somewhere. Well, until you realize that this creepy robot is actually data gathering and trying to learn things about you and the locations that you're visiting, and is probably sending all of this information off to Google so that they can data mine you and send you ads for things that you don't need or want. Plus, they're putting it in this national database of where you were, so they constantly know where you are. It's like a creepy little surveillance system. I always keep that feature turned off. Another bad thing about the camera is that when you're filming in 60 frames per second or 60 FPS, it cuts off at 10 minutes. Now, you would think that maybe they would have fixed that, you know. I was thinking they made that camera for the S9, and the reason that it would cut off at 10 minutes for 60 frames per second is because there's not enough storage on the S9 to store all of those frames. Like, that makes a really big file, you know? But on the Note 9, you have plenty of storage, plenty of room to store everything that you want. But it still has that time limit on it. That's a real bummer. Also, the super slow-mo is pretty hard to learn. It's not like we thought it was. We thought that it would be interesting to, like, take super slow-mo videos when my husband shoots his air gun at a can or something, or a roll of toilet paper, you know, so that it would catch it and be slow-mo right at the moment that the thing explodes. But it's very hard to train yourself to start the super slow-mo on manual when you get to that point, and on automatic it's nearly impossible because it doesn't start up until the subject starts moving, so you miss the moment as soon as it starts moving because it moves, it triggers the camera takes a second to react, and then you missed the moment, but now suddenly the aftermath, which is just the roll of paper towels or the can sitting there on the ground, is in super slow-mo. That's kind of a downside to it as well. Now about the S Pen. Okay, this is cool. It's a freaking remote. So you can use it to take pictures when you're not even holding your phone. If you're out with your family and you want to take a photo, you can set your phone up somewhere, and then you can step back and use the S Pen to take a picture, and there you go. Family photo with nobody missing from it. That's pretty amazing. You can also use it to take discrete selfies, which is super fun because, you know, everybody does that sometimes, right? No? Only me? Okay. Or you can use it to take discrete photos of your kids. Like, my kid was playing with the AR emojis, which is like the only time that I'm okay with the AR emojis is when I'm having a small child play with it. And I thought it was really cute, so I popped the S Pen out, and I was using it to take pictures of him as he was playing with it. He didn't even realize it. I have a ton of cute selfies of my son with little AR emoji faces on. It's pretty awesome. So you can use it that way as well. You can also use it for things like business. So if you're doing a PowerPoint presentation, you can, remote hook your phone up to a projector or a computer or something, and then you can use the S Pen to flip through the slides. If you're showing your family a picture slideshow of your family vacation, you can just set the phone up on the table and then take your S Pen and click it and take photos like that, or flip through the photos like that. You can also use it to change the music on YouTube or Pandora or something like that. So if you're sitting and listening to music, you just click the pen and flip through the songs. Super easy to do that as well. You can use it for on-screen memos, which are awesome. You just decide that you want to take a memo and your phone is off and you click out the pen and this black screen appears and you just start writing. So you can jot down everything that somebody is saying as they're saying it, like grocery lists, or jot down important notes about a client or something like that, and then you just click save in notes and you've got it done. Easy as that. I was about to say easy peasy, but that sounds super lame, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. The downsides of the pen, well, for a start, the one on the blue version is bright frickin' yellow. Ew. Some people like that. Most people that I know think that that's kind of gross. Now, apparently you can go online and order other pens for it, but you're not going to be able to find a blue pen that matches the blue phone. You can just order any of the available pens, so like, you can order a black pen and stick it in your blue phone. You're never going to have a matching pen for your phone. The other phones, they all match. So like, my pink phone has a pink pen, which is cool. I like that. Unfortunately, they only sell the blue and lilac phones in America. So if you wanted a black phone, you're kind of out of luck. You're gonna need to go overseas or order an unlocked phone from overseas that might not work with your carrier, and it's probably not worth the trouble because it's gonna be tax hiked like crazy. Now let's talk about some of the plus sides again. One of the good things about this phone is that it is water resistant. That's right, Apple. Despite the fact that this thing has a removable pen and a headphone jack, it is water resistant. You can rest easy knowing that your phone can be submerged 6 feet for up to 30 minutes. Not that you would want to, but say you're out fishing or something and your phone falls in the lake. As long as it doesn't go below 6 feet and it isn't in there for over 30 minutes, you're cool. Want to take an awesome underwater photo for a minute? You can pop it in there and take a picture and it won't be damaged. How Samsung is able to do that while still keeping all these awesome features and ports that are technically open is, well, it's just pretty fucking awesome. Like, for real. Because Apple seems to think that removing things like headphone jacks and all of their extra features is a good way to make it water resistant, where Samsung finds a way to keep water resistance without doing all that. Now back to the camera for a minute, because I forgot a few points. One of the things that I think is awesome is I love the flaw detection. It recognizes when it takes a picture of a person, whether it's in selfie mode or in normal mode. So it tells that you're a person and you have flaws, and it sort of airbrushes you. Not a lot. It doesn't do it like over the top, like you don't look totally fake, but it sort of airbrushes you gently so that you look a little bit better. And I love that about it. There are people who want their photos to look really true to life. You know, those are the people who probably either don't have a lot of flaws or are kind of crazy and like embrace their flaws. But personally, if I have a zit and my camera is making it look less red, I'm gonna be okay with that. A lot of people are, you know. If I have a little wrinkle or something here or there because it's early in the morning and slept in my makeup last night, and my phone is airbrushing my photo a little bit so that that wrinkle disappears, I'm okay with that. I think that's super cool. One of the things that I dislike about the camera is the AR emojis. I think that it's a stupid gimmick that they threw in there to entertain stupid people. Now, when it comes to entertaining my kid, or when it comes to entertaining, like, you know, I know that there's a lot of teenagers out there as well, and that's cool because I still think of teenagers as kids in a way. So, you know, I'm kind of okay with that. You want to play with the AR emojis with your friends, that's cool. I can get on board. Have your fun, be a kid, have a laugh. I just think it gets kind of retarded when it comes to adults playing with it and sending it when the adults don't have children to entertain, and they're not sending it to other children, and they're sending pictures to each other on Snapchat with AR emojis with stupid clown faces or whatever the phone decides to provide. I think that's a little overkill. Especially, like, I'm very glad that I have yet to see in the Note 9. Now, I haven't delved too much into the AR emojis, so it's probably on there, but it's not one of the base things that you can do. The poop. I hate the poop. I think that the poop is so stupid and so immature, and I don't even think the kids should be playing with the poop emoji. There, I said it. It's done. I don't like that poop. And I don't see that as a base emoji in the AR emojis that are offered to me. It's mostly like stupid little clown faces and stuff like that. So, you know, that kind of gives me hope for Samsung and humanity, because they didn't buy into the poop thing. At least not in their base emojis. I do, however, like the fact that they have this awesome thing that you can make a emoji of yourself. So you can send it as like a reaction photo to your friends. Like, it makes little animated GIFs, and you take a picture of yourself and it takes your face shape and your hair color and stuff like that, and you can change the hair color if you want to. But it takes your face shape and facial features and everything, and it makes you into an emoji. And then you can send it as reactions to your friends. That's a little bit more mature, and I like that. I think that that's cool. I could go on, but I think I've exhausted all of the most important features on it. So unless there's something else that I didn't cover that you really want to know about, then I'm going to be done for this video. But, you know, pop it in the comments if you think of something that I didn't cover that you want to hear about, and I'll make another video and discuss that feature and show you some of the things about that feature. This won't be the last video that I make on the Note 9, because I own a Note 9, and all the videos that I record are on a Note 9. Not on the highest quality, by the way, because YouTube takes forever to upload them when I upload them on the highest quality. But that being said, this won't be the last video that I do on the Note 9, and there is certainly room for answering all of your questions. So, questions or comments? Pop them down in the comment section. Like and subscribe if you liked the video, and if you want more content. Have an awesome day.